Cities are risky for locals and tourists alike due to various criminal violent incidents. The deadliest potential dangers to international peace in any area are such actions. Welcome to Around the World. Today, we'll be looking at the most dangerous cities in the world. Are you a fan of our channel? Be sure to subscribe to Around the World and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Number 15. Tijuana, Mexico. In 2022, there were 138 homicides in the Mexican city of Tijuana for every 100,000 residents. This city has received the title of most hazardous in the world. Despite the high statistics, drug cartels and the drug trade are involved in 99% of homicides. For many years, this city has held the title of the most hazardous city. This year marks the second consecutive year that it has held that title. Number 14. Acapulco, Mexico. Mexico has consistently ranked among the world's most deadly nations. Drug cartels are responsible for their extremely high crime rate, and this trend is only getting worse. Acapulco used to be a tourist destination's dream, but nowadays, if you're not careful, it may be dangerous. In fact, there are several areas in Acapulco where visitors run the risk of kidnappings, muggings, scams, and armed robberies. In Acapulco, shootings and gang-related violence are widespread. In Acapulco, there have been 111 murders in the past 6 years for every 100,000 residents. Number 13. Caracas, Venezuela. It goes without saying that there are a lot of areas in Caracas that the majority of people should avoid. With a murder rate of about 53 per 100,000 residents, Caracas, the nation's capital, came in third on the list of the most dangerous Venezuelan cities. The most hazardous city in Venezuela, according to the ranking, is Caracas. Number 12. Ciudad Victoria, Mexico. Mexico is home to 4 of the top 5 most violent cities in the world outside of conflict areas. Ciudad Victoria has suffered from turf battles in recent years. During increased security operations, the city has seen groups break apart from the Gulf and Zeta cartels. The city had a murder rate of 30 per 100,000 citizens before the war, but it increased to 86 murders per 100,000 people once it began. Number 11. Natal, Brazil. Given that Natal, Brazil is the largest city in Rio Grande do Norte, safety concerns are not surprising. Despite the fact that the murder rate has decreased over time from 103 per 100,000 people to 75, Natal has been the country's murder capital for 3 years running. Crimes in Natal occur as a result, but crimes in large cities are typically planned or premeditated. The majority of safety problems in Natal, Brazil are mostly caused by poverty. Number 10. PIETERMARITZBURG, South Africa. Crime in South Africa, and specifically PIETERMARITZBURG, has been the subject of a great deal of writing. The admonition not to even walk into the financial area in the daytime is the scary aspect. People worry about theft of property, violent crimes, crimes motivated by race or religion, and even corruption and bribery. Number 9. Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. The capital of Papua New Guinea, Port Moresby, consistently ranks among the world's most hazardous cities. The gangs that control the streets are infamous for their brutality, which ranges from armed robberies and carjackings to killings. Young people from the countryside who relocate to the city in an effort to escape poverty are frequently recruited by them. Number 8. Fortaleza, Brazil. Northeastern Brazil's Ceará state is headquartered in Fortaleza. With a population of 3,999,930, it ranks as Brazil's 5th largest city. It ranks as the 12th wealthiest city in the nation. Murders per 100,000 people have decreased from 83.5 to 69. Previously, 83.5 homicides per year represented the city's highest number in more than 5 years straight. Number 7. Ciudad Bolívar, Venezuela. When it comes to murder rates, Venezuela has been the top country. Despite a minor decrease in the homicide rate last year from 80.3 murders per 100,000 residents in 2017, this port city in Venezuela on the banks of the Orinoco River is Venezuela's second most deadly city for the second consecutive year. Cities in the area struggle with food shortages and high crime rates, just as in other parts of the nation. Number 6. Pretoria, South Africa. One of the 3 capital cities of South Africa is Pretoria, which also houses all of the foreign embassies and houses the executive branch of government. The capital of auto theft and hijacking in South Africa is here. This location serves as the primary drug distribution hub. Its crime index is 82.02, which is greater than that of any nearby South African city. Number 5. San Pedro Sula, Honduras. According to homicide rates, Honduras is among the most hazardous nations in the world. In this Central American nation, kidnappings, extortion, murders, and corruption are a daily burden. San Pedro Sula, Honduras, has a homicide rate of 51.2 per 100,000 inhabitants annually. That equals 1.1 homicides daily. Number 4. Johannesburg, South Africa. South Africa had worrying ratings of 77.49 out of 100 for its crime index and 22.51 out of 100 for its safety. Comparing this period to the previous year's equivalent, there were 1,056 more murders. Johannesburg has always been an impoverished, temporary place. Unlike other cities, it did not grow as the center of an agricultural community, a commerce or port city, or a religious center. It only has one source of support: gold. Number 3. Salvador, Brazil. The 4th largest city in Brazil is called Salvador. It has a sizable population and serves as the state's capital and richest city. Both underemployment and unemployment are prevalent. The murder rate in the city is 46.80 per 100,000 residents. Visitors need to exercise extra caution and stay indoors after dark. Robberies, assaults, muggings, and pickpocketing are all rather frequent. Number 2. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Despite being a well-liked tourist destination, it should be emphasized that the area is not particularly safe, with local law enforcement finding it difficult to halt the recent surge of attacks and thefts that have afflicted travelers. The level of security frequently varies greatly between districts in all of Brazil's major population centers, so it is advisable to research the reputation of any neighborhoods you may need to travel through. Although some cities and locations in Brazil are thought to be more dangerous than others, this is not always the case. Number 1. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Your first priority here should be preventing theft, so take care of your possessions and don't show off your jewels, cash, phones, or cameras. If you're going out at night, keep it secured in the safe at your lodging. The high rate of homicide in Puerto Rico mostly affects people who are involved in gang activity, the drug trade, or both. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other videos for great travel destinations and be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about our latest videos.